Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Anime Gamer, and today I'm going to be showing you 10 of my, not really favorite games, but 10 of the games that sparked my whole video game love in general. My list is probably going to be a lot different than most people's on YouTube, so I hope you enjoy. With that being said, let's get started. And these aren't in any particular order. They're just 10 games that made me fall in love with video games. So to start off with, we've got The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. This is my favorite Zelda game, hands down. A lot of people like Ocarina of Time better, but Majora's Mask is one of those that just makes you overall care about the NPCs. And if you've not played it, which I know most people have, I highly suggest you play it because it's one of the better Zelda games. I know I'm going to have a lot of people say no, but it's my favorite. So, this is the collector's edition one. I wish I kind of still had the box for it, but I was a kid when I got this, so I kind of ripped into it as a Christmas present. Normal kid stuff. And then second is my favorite Souls game, and that is Dark Souls 1, which this is the remastered edition. When I first got Dark Souls, when it first came out, it made me quite a bit mad. I got it day one, played it for about 2 hours, got to the Taurus Demon, and stopped playing. Came back 2 years later and beat it all at once. So, sometimes it's best to just quit when you get angry, take a break, and then jump right back into it. So Dark Souls is another game that sparked my love for video games. And the next one, I'm not sure what people's opinion are on it, but it's my favorite one in the series. Which most people think the third one's the best one. The third one's actually the first one, which was weird. But Devil May Cry 4. From the characters, to the music, to the overall aspect of the game, it's a good one. And you can tell I got this at GameStop, and they put the sticker on the fucking artwork. But I got it for like $5, and it's one of the best Devil May Cry games, unlike the reboot that they did. Next game is another Zelda game, which would probably be my third favorite behind Ocarina of Time. And I'm going to give you a second to try to guess what it is in the comments. But this one took me by surprise due to the graphics of it and the fact that it was really pushing the GameCube to its limits. And that game is Zelda Twilight Princess. This one was the actual first Zelda game I beat all the way through by myself without a guide. Mainly because it was just different. It tried to be what Majora's Mask was, but it did it in its own way. They took a different direction of, and I overall enjoyed it a lot. And if I'm not mistaken, the GameCube version is the more expensive one now. And overall, it's the better version because you don't have to have the whole Wiimote bullcrap. And then the next game started a whole franchise of games that came out pretty much a year to 2 years after the first one did. And everyone likes the second one, which the second one is better. But this one started my overall love for the whole franchise. And that is Assassin's Creed 1. For me, I'm a big history buff. I love history. And to take medieval times and you an assassin, back in those days, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of corruption and stuff going on anyway, which nowadays it's going on too, which is kind of dumb. But this game, I seen the trailer of it on TV, and it just blew me away. So later that Christmas, this and Skate 1 was the first games I got for Xbox 360. That one's a good one. If you haven't played it, pick it up. This next one I have not beat yet, so please don't spoil anything for me in the comments. But this one is a long one. I'm probably about 10 hours into it, maybe less than that. And this is my favorite one in the series. I haven't played 5 yet, but I have it, and that is Persona 3. And this is the FES edition, which had extra content and stuff. But it's probably one of my favorite RPGs on the PlayStation 2. If you've not played it, it's kind of like Pokemon in a way, but not really, because your personas are attached to you. And it's just a really good game, and I highly recommend you pick it up and play it. This next game, I never had the original on PlayStation 2, and they just came out with the remaster on PS4. And I'm currently playing through, well, I'm going to spoil it anyway, but I'm currently playing through Yakuza 0, and this is Yakuza Kiwami, which is technically the first Yakuza game that was on the PlayStation 2, remade for the PS4. And I've just recently fell in love with this game. And, well, the series in general, because Yakuza 0 is just awesome. Like, hands down awesome. And if you've not played a Yakuza game, I highly suggest you do it. There is subtitles, because the original PlayStation 2 version had English dub, and I'm guessing it wasn't that good, because when they did the remaster, it's all Japanese, and you have to read subtitles, but the game's so good that it doesn't really matter. So the next game is probably my second favorite Souls game, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for it, but that would be Demon Souls. I got this after I beat Dark Souls, because I realized after some researching that this was technically the first game in the series. So I went to GameStop to pick up a game, and the guy's like, did I want to pre-order anything or have any questions? I was like, he's like, what consoles do you not have? I was like, well, I don't have a PlayStation 3. He's like, well, we got one. I was like, well, how much is it? He's like, $115. I was like, well, shit, go ahead and get it for me. So I got that, and then now I've got 2 PlayStation 3s. But this game blew me away, and it really sucks that it was a PS3 exclusive, but I'm hearing rumors that a remaster is in the works. I don't know if that's true or not, but I hope it is, because this game is a masterpiece, just like Dark Souls 1. And this next game is one of my favorite horror games. And it's kind of not really big like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, stuff like that. But this game is just a work of art. And it's creepy as shit. I used to watch my sister play it. when I was younger, and it used to give me nightmares. But that game is Fatal Frame 2. And this is actually my sister's copy that I bought off of her, but this game is a work of art. Scary, thrilling, eerie. The graphics on the PS2 version is kind of lackluster now, since they've got the Project Zero Wii Edition for Europe and Japan, which I don't condone it, but you can, if you have a hacked Wii, you can get the ROM file for Project Zero 2 Wii Edition and put it on your Wii, but I don't really condone piracy. But if that's what you're into, that's the definitive version to play, is the Wii Edition. Because they change the camera angles, they change everything, and it's just overall better. If you're a graphics person, it's way better graphics. But Fatal Frame 2 is the best in the series. And this next game is the game that started all of it. I really didn't get into gaming hardcore until my sister picked this game up, and I watched her play it. And I've always been a huge Disney fan, and I've watched her play like Final Fantasy X and X-2 and all that. But this game is probably in my top 5 favorite games of all time, and that's Kingdom Hearts 1. This game is just a straight up masterpiece. It's one of those that takes time, but if you like Disney and you like Final Fantasy, this is a great game. And the Black Label version's got this kind of like chrome effect. I've got the Greatest Hits version too, and it's just, you know, the plain paper and all that. But those are my top 10 games that started it all for me. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, leave a like if you want to. And if you have a suggestion for another top 10 video, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to figure out what to do with it. Because currently I don't have any kind of capture device. So I've been recording this off my phone, but once I figure out how to get a capture device, because I'm kind of low on money right now, I'll put in gameplay footage of each game, kind of like Metal Jesus Rock does, and all the other top 10 videos. But until then, guys, stay nerdy and peace out.